Bonafide Hustler here.
College Baker here.
What did you say?
Retro aficionado.
Oh, man. And I don't know if we have Rakin in the house yet. He's supposed to get on this call. But, guys, welcome to the Green Room Hangout number 10. And we are doing this I'm from Austin, Texas. My name is the Bonafide Hustler. I'm trying to improvise till Rakin gets on, as you can tell. But, yeah, I'm Bonafide Hustler from Austin, Texas. I'm a professional reseller I'm already full-time, going full-time. Went full-time last year. And I've been doing it for about 10 years. I sell on all kinds of avenues. So, whoops. So, yeah, CP, who are you?
I'm College Picker. I have been side hustling my way through, university. Got my degree now, and actually in between graduating and becoming a professional, and reselling has closed that gap and given me some income in between, which is awesome. But I'm kind of like full-time hustling right now, but I'm looking to go part-time.
Hustler here. College Baker here.
Uh-oh, someone's on delay. Someone's got bad internet.
Who was that?
Oh, man. And I don't know.
That was me, my bad.
Okay. So, Yang, who are you, man? So all the people on YouTube can know who you are.
Retro aficionado. I'm from beautiful California. I've been doing this since '87. I do have a full-time job, but I make real good money on the side flipping stuff, so I have a lot of experience.
Well, look who we have here in the house, by the way.
I finally got in. Google Hangouts has been giving me the runaround for the last 15 minutes.
Hey, you know, who is this guy?
Yeah, who are you?
Who is he?
I know who you are. You're the guy who made your first video today.
Introduce yourself. Who are you?
Yeah,
My name's Steve. I go by the name of Rakin Profit on YouTube. I make a lot of videos about clothing primarily and eBay. Just released my latest book, 101 Killer Clothing Brands, and glad to make it. Even though I'm not on time, I'm glad to make it to the show.
Cool. So there you go, guys. We're going to be starting the Green Room Hangout number 10 here. Our topic today is going to be where people fail, and you're going to get 4 sides of basically, where we think people fail in this business. And now that we've done it for such a long time, we can honestly tell you certain things that we think if you hone in on these certain things, you can become a better hustler, reseller altogether. We're going to be going through that here in a second. Always what we want to do in the Green Room Hangout is tell you, first of all, what the Green Room is about. It's a paid Facebook-based subscription site that it's invite only. It's $100 a year. We got a bunch of members in there now. These members are coming in like every single day. So what's in the Green Room? How can it benefit you? Basically, you always want to be in the know for what's the hot items to look for, and just items that you can flip in any town across America on any channel. And so that's what we go over in the Green Room. We each post things several times a week, and we honestly get a lot of feedback from other people. We help them with their questions. We get them posting stuff that they are on the lookout for or that they found. So the Green Room is one of those places that's becoming kind of like a mini micro hustler marketplace where people are discussing all of their great ideas, what they found, what they've sold, and we're also helping them direct line to us for every single day. Every single day there are so many posts in that Green Room now that it's tough to keep up sometimes. It really is. But I just want to let you guys know out there that it's definitely open for anybody. If you're willing to invest in yourself and become a better hustler, Green Room's always available. Come check it out. The link will be down. The link will be down below in this video when it becomes an actual video on my channel. So we're going to do the sound check right now. We want to make sure we sound good. If anyone's internet's cutting out or whatever, just tell us in the comment feed. That'd be pretty cool. If you don't want to type in anything in the comment feed and you don't want to do sound check with us, just at least hit the like button, and that'll let us know that you guys are there, you're listening, or maybe you think the sound is great. You can hit the like button, smash the like button, but don't try to destroy your computer, but smash that like button. So we're going to go into the comment feeds really quickly just to see who's here and who's representing in Green Room Hangout number 10 in YouTube land. So let's check it out. It's a good way for you guys to get a little shout out. That's always good. Who do we see out there, guys? Yaya HYFR. I see Retro Aficionado in the comment section. Buddy, you should be focusing on the show, bro. Got College Picker who says basically tap the like button, but Bonafide says smash it. So Aaron Kipper, Crazy Cajun. Southwest Louisiana in the house, by the way. Could you imagine? Can you tell? Chris Curone from Colorado, I think.
He's in the green room, I think.
Maybe is he? There's some people in there, man. I just get lost. The Hustling Virgo, West Wego Jeff, Bonafide's nemesis. That's what he calls himself. Sup, Hustler. Nola repping. Okay, Nola. That's New Orleans, right? Louisiana.
Yeah.
Cool. Nola. Bonafide's nemesis, huh?
Someone said there's a black screen, so let us know if you can see us and hear us. That would be horrible.
Yeah, I think people can see us. Anyway, so
yeah, let me know. Let me know if I come up. Let me know if you guys can hear me, because I know last week my internet connection was kind of choppy. So just let me know if I have any issues on my end.
It's probably because California's about to break off into the ocean. Honestly, all those little landlines are stretching really bad right now.
Yeah.
Like button has been smashed by Cody Hawk, by the way, guys. Cool.
Thank
Rusty
you.
Shackelford. Rusty Shackelford's in the house. Mass Pickers, College Picker. Hey, Mass Pickers is in the house.
Sweet. No, Rusty
cool.
Shackelford's actually an illusion. It's a character from King of the Hill, so that's a pretty cool name.
Cool. Andrew Hershey, showmepickers.com. Aaron Kipper. That's a pretty smart little handle for YouTube. Showmepickers.com. Isn't that crazy? Wonder what kind of website that is.
Aaron Kipper's from Fresno, man. That's not too far from me, so maybe one of these days I have to make my way out there and we have to hook up.
Dude, he can show you. Young is like FBA master, dude. Yeah, you're definitely one of the ones in the green room that knows a lot about Amazon and FBA. For show.
Today was a super lucky Amazon day. Young's birthday, so happy birthday to Mr. Young.
Oh yeah, today is his birthday, guys.
Happy birthday!
Oh my gosh! Thank you guys.
I know, it was a good day, man. My Amazon was going crazy today.
I was gonna jump out of a cake for you, but
yeah, the show was
that.
Real fast, man.
Either that or you get a ton of views. No, I'm just kidding. Raking profits in the. Okay, so we're all on the comment feed here. Cool. Hey, you guys want to start off the show?
Go for it.
Let's do it.
Are you ready?
We ready?
Okay, Raken's ready. Birthday boy, you ready?
Oh yeah.
Okay. College Picker, not your birthday, but I'm pretty sure you're ready. So yeah, today we're going to talk about where people fail. A very important kind of segment, and we'll touch on this for about 5 minutes each hustler, each reseller that you see here on the screen. And it's a very important segment because can we all agree that it's an easy job being a hustler, but it can get so easy that it can get not monotonous, but you can forget about the right things to do very quickly, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And it's a fun job too, but you can definitely get into some trouble if you don't know what you're doing.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you can get in trouble financially. You can get in trouble with your family, like too much stuff in the house, right? You can get in trouble lots of ways. It can ruin relationships if you're not careful. So yeah, I mean, being a reseller basically means buying and reselling goods that you find at places like garage sales, yard sales, swap meets, thrift stores, department stores, actual stores, you know, and you find a way to resell it and you capitalize on that profit. But in some point, those products end up in your possession for an undisclosed period of time. So I think the real goal when you become a hustler is to buy the right items, yes, and to make sure that the item's downtime is very minimal, okay? The shorter that you can keep that item in your possession, the more effective of a hustler you will become. But inevitably, with all that said, you will build a little bit of inventory because it's not like every single day every one of your items is just going to start selling, right? You have to have some sort of an inventory. Raken, I know you. How many shirts do you think you have in the background or in your storage locker thing?
Well, I probably got maybe 60 to 65 items that I haven't listed yet, which they'll be done. I always have inventory that I haven't listed, but actual inventory that's in the the storage unit, I think I'm around 600 right now.
Oh my God, dude.
If the profit margins are right, I mean, I make more money the more inventory I actually have on hand. And, we could explain that another time, but if you have your profit margins right, sometimes it makes sense to have more inventory.
Cool. But in a perfect world, everything would sell every single day, which does not happen, right? You're selling,
Exactly, yeah.
I mean, 10 to 20 things a day, maybe 30, right?
Not that much. Usually it's between like 5 to 10 items a day for eBay.
Right. Okay, so I see what you're saying. And then College Picker behind you, I can see some of your finds over there, right?
Most of these are boxes and stuff that I'm going to be moving.
I see a sweet racing jacket up in the corner.
I know. I was just gonna point that out.
That's actually was one of my jackets, and I'm selling that as well. Kind of like liquidating, even personal items, just liquidating.
Yeah, guys, he's liquidating for a reason, and when we get through this actual segment on the show, we're gonna let you maybe he'll let you guys know. If you don't follow him on Instagram, we'll tell you today what College Picker is about to be doing this summer, and I'll let him. I won't steal his thunder, but that's gonna be his little.
There's no thunder. It's like a gust of wind, man.
It's gonna be pretty cool. And then Young, all your stuff. You strike me as the kind of guy who has a little bit of inventory, but most of your stuff is not there, right?
Well, you haven't seen the list of my house, but I do have a lot of eBay inventory.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, you guys heard me say in the past that I'm 80% FBA, so all my stuff, most of my stuff, are sent to Amazon warehouses, but I do have inventory here for eBay. So
yeah. So we all have inventory, right? I got inventory here. That's one of my things I try to work on. That's why I try to have many avenues open to resell things, because that's one of the reasons why I have the antique booth. Ray can swear to God, if you ever get a chance to get an antique booth, try to get one, because I think you'd be pretty good at it. All your Pearl Snap shirts can go there in the interim times, all kinds of stuff you can do.
Yeah, I'm actually looking at getting into one. I found one not too far away from me, so definitely in the near future, especially once I get finished with my book and everything, I have some more time. I'm definitely going to look into it.
You would love it because they do, there's, tweed belongs there. Anything that's just weird, rayon, things from the 70s, 60s, Pearl Snap shirts, cowboy boots, miner boots. I mean, all those kind of things belong in antique booths. Wool pants, crazy plaid, whatever, this and that, blazers. People love that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I mean, I think it would be great, because certain things just, they do better in certain avenues.
Yeah, I have a lot of my stuff at the booth, and every now and then, there's a small portion of what's in my booth is actually on eBay too. So I have to be real careful. As soon as I see it sell out of the booth, I have to cancel the listing. So it's kind of weird like that. But I go back and forth to the booth almost every single week, picking up items that I sell.
Have you ever?
What'd you say?
You go almost every day to check on your inventory?
No, the last time I went to the booth was, I actually went yesterday. So yeah, I was there yesterday.
So maybe twice a week?
Yeah, I mean, on about twice to three times a week on a good week, but it's usually once a week now. Just going there. I really want to get smarter about the antique booth in general, honestly, but that's a whole nother episode, I guess. Okay, so we're gonna let's get into this whole thing about where do people fail, and I decided to take the topic of listing. I think this is paramount. This is number one. This is where people, I would say, 60, if not 70% of people go wrong right here. And the reason why I say this is because I think if anything is my nemesis right now, I think it is listing. But I do list. I mean, I list a lot. But I always find so much that College Picker's already smiling. Yeah, right?
Do you even list, bro?
What'd you say?
Do you even list, bro?
Do you list, bro?
Do you list?
Dude.
Bro. The
way I list now is so different than the way I used to list. The way I list now is I carve out time and I do pictures only in a certain 2-hour frame. Then I'll do 2 hours of listing, 2 hours of packing, and that's how I kind of do it now. I act like a factory. That's the only way I can get it done.
That's the way to scale up.
Yeah, because you have to focus on one thing at a time. If you sit there and you go, okay, picture, then you take the stupid scan this card into the computer, upload it to eBay, then you package it, you get one done every 15 minutes. The best thing is to take a roll of pictures, wait till you have some nice free time, go to a nice coffee shop, and then upload all those pictures into eBay, make your ads or make whatever you want to do, and then the rest you just box it on another day. But that's how I do it.
I remember last week when Andrew was on, he was saying that he has his girlfriend helping him out. Man, that is cool, man. He has that extra help, man, I think, and he's probably getting a bunch of stuff done.
See, my ride-along from last weekend, I went with my girlfriend last weekend, and so that ride-along video should be coming up maybe tomorrow. But she helps me find a lot of stuff, but she won't help me list it. So it's like, ooh, So that puts me in a little bit of a quandary right there, real quick. But it's okay. I'm always buying really good stuff. So yeah, basically why listing is an issue, I think, out there, you guys in YouTube land that are watching this right now. Listing is so important because it is really geared against the human nature, right? We are consumers as human beings, right? Everything that you see on magazines, on film, hear through the radio, it's always like, buy this, buy that. It's 44-ounce soft drinks the rest of the summertime. So you're always buying. You have a consumer mentality, but never the mentality of, maybe I can make money on that, right? Maybe I can do a little bit of work and make a lot of money, but that mentality is shot down pretty quick because there's so much to consume out there. There's so many things that is just tantalizing. So the hustling game is kind of interesting because I think it allows us to consume, and you get that you get to actually shop and feel like you're shopping, right? But
Absolutely.
the hard part for a lot of people, and I did a poll on this on my Facebook, like, what's your biggest nemesis? And literally everyone just said listing, right? Every comment came down to listing. So I think about 70% of the people out there are like, this is probably my largest, issue. So one of the ways that you can get around that, highlight an issue is very important. Human beings are consumers. It's ingrained in you to consume, consume, consume. You really have to play against that and go, okay, well, how do I get around this? Because it's kind of hard. You're going to have to, hold on real quick. My dogs are barking. Can you guys hear them? No, you can't hear them? Okay.
Right?
So basically what you want to do is you want to go against that. You want to establish small goals at first, right? Rakin is one of these big proponents on goals itself. So every single day, maybe a sheet of paper, and you write down, list 3 items, right? If you're a smaller hustler, 3 items. If you're a bigger hustler, list 10. Put that list everywhere you go. Put it on your window when you're driving your car around. Make sure you see that thing on that list, and make sure you go, okay, I got 10 to do today. It doesn't matter when I do them, but I got to do them. So I find if I hold myself to a certain number a day, then that actually makes me more liable to do it. It creates a habit after about a month, but it's hard to get a month straight of 10 a day, honestly, for me. But I would say what do you think is what do you guys do to actually combat the listing thing? College Picker, are you a really good lister?
I'm a horrible lister.
All the time?
Just like everybody else. But when I just visited my buddy in Miami. He has a mannequin, and I have a really good camera. He has a mannequin, and we were banging out pictures like crazy fast. We were 2 people dressing it. It was so much faster, buttoning it. It was so much more enjoyable just putting music on and working together.
Yeah, music certainly helps. If you're one of those musical kind of people, I gotta say, I totally am. No one really knows that about me, but honestly, music kind of rules my life. But that's definitely one of those things that can get you in the mood. Like put all the things around you that make you feel good. Maybe bring your friends over, right? Have some beer, Rakin. And
beer.
no, I'm just being really honest. We're all adults here, but
What are you trying to say, Chris? You calling me an alcoholic?
No, I'm calling you Rakin Profit, part of the green room, and that's what I'm calling you.
I'm just kidding.
So basically, but you know what I'm saying. Like I know that sometimes maybe Rakin balances all that listing with going out and hiking, right? The listing is kind of tedious, right? Especially if you do it with something you're so familiar with. That's where I think it gets really boring, personally. So when I'm doing bicycles or any of that stuff, I'm like, I love the payoff, but like the listing part's just kind of like, oh god, here it goes again, like the 20,000th bike I've flipped or whatever, oh god, So you have to set yourself little goals. Goals are important. Rakin, I've seen on your Facebook that you actually put goals on a piece of paper, right?
Yeah.
Every day?
It's more of like a to-do list. I guess you could call it a goal. It's like a goal/to-do list, but I'm more of like a visual person. I like to see what I have to do and kind of just cross it off, and just seeing that I'm making progress throughout the day just kind of gives me that boost to keep moving forward.
Yeah, no, I agree with you, man. When I put things on a list, the crazy part is if you guys take time to put things on a list, and on that list might be listing, it might be other things. It might be call mom, wish happy Mother's Day, get Mother's Day card, mail it off, go to post office, drop packages off, buy tape. You know what I'm saying? There might be a lot of things on that list, and that's the crazy part about life is there's always a huge list, it seems like, to do. So you got to take care of what makes you the most money. The most money is going to be listing your products. I guarantee you that.
Can't
So
sell
if
if they're
you,
not on the market.
what'd you say?
They cannot sell if they're not on the market.
That's right. It can't sell, and you'll be so surprised. I'm always constantly surprised if I take a break of selling, of listing for like 2 days or so, and all of a sudden I'm like, okay, fine, I'll just sell it. I'll sell that item. I'll make an ad for it, and it sells like that day, and I'm like, God, like I could have had that $100 2 days prior, but it was just stupid me. Anyway, but I mean, I'm not gonna lie. My life is a bit on the complicated side. There's so much going on, but whose isn't, right? Everyone's life is freaking complicated, so there's no excuse. If I'm gonna be a bona fide hustler, which I am, there are always parts to work on, and my part to work on, I would say now, is honestly listing. I just want to be super good at listing, better than I am now. I'm pretty good at it, but I just want to get better at it, to where I'm more of a machine, to where there's really nothing on the floor anymore. Everything's in a box where it belongs, or it's at the booth where it belongs, or it's it's either been taken pictures of, and that's basically my segment right there. College Picker, you're going to follow me up on something. What are you going to talk about?
I'm going to talk about the magic number.
Okay.
The magic number is a number that you think of that can give you basically your profit margin of how much work you're going to be putting out in order to get that return, what you're going to be walking with after your fees. So when you walk into a place and you pick up an item, this magic number is, you're going to be thinking like, all right, well, how much work am I going to have to be putting into this, like listing it, shipping it, because certain items are easier to list than other items. Like everyone agree, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah, like a box of toner versus a bicycle. Like bicycle, you need high quality pictures. You got to take pictures of all the components. You got to list all the components. Like listing a bicycle is more than just listing. It's listing a bunch of stuff. It's like a lot more complicated, but the payoff's more. So you got to think like, how much are you willing to put? What is your magic number for like a certain eBay item? Because even on eBay, certain items are harder to list than others. Like clothing is one of the most tedious items to list, especially if you use a mannequin. Then the picture process gets a little harder. You got to measure it, which is different than a lot of items. You don't have to measure, and you got to inspect it. Some items, you should inspect most of your items anyways, but that's all work you have to take into consideration when your magic number is $5 or your magic number is $20, your magic number is $50. Like, you really need to pick something that you're shooting for to go there or beyond, and then if it doesn't hit that magic number, you just put it down and decide you're more disciplined, then you're not going to waste your time on it. But the magic number can be different for like eBay, Amazon, or Craigslist. Like, obviously, meeting up with somebody on Craigslist to get some profit is going to take more time, because the actual physical time of meeting up with somebody, contacting them, and meeting up or getting stood up, because that happens a lot on Craigslist, is people say they're going to meet you and they never do. So you got to take all that in consideration. Am I going to risk maybe a $50 profit to maybe get blown off once or twice? So try to think of magic number. My magic number for eBay, I try to get at least like $20, $25 to shake out of an item. What about you guys?
I'm at 30 now, man. I don't dick with, sorry, bad word, but I don't mess with 20s anymore for some reason. College Picker, when you were here last summer and you visited Austin, Texas, you said last summer that your magic number was 20. And yeah, now it's a 25. So you're doing well, man. You're starting to get smarter, right?
20 to 25. I mean,
I see what you're saying, because if you make 20, I made 25 on a Gauntlet game today for GameCube. If it's easy and you throw it right into a thing. Yeah, how'd you know?
You said Gauntlet, and they made that game for N64, GameCube, and I think some for PlayStation consoles too.
Yeah, I mean, I'll hit a 20 if it takes 1 second to package it. I mean, right into a bubble mailer, tape, gone. Like, I'll do a 20 for that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with video games. Like, you look at it, you look at the bottom, you're like, okay, cool, this is gonna play. Done. It's I think a little bit different than like a shirt, maybe in Raken's part, where he has to keep looking at it, hold it up to some light, make sure no holes, looking for stains. You know what I'm saying, Raken? Right?
Yeah, absolutely.
So when you try to hit a 20 on a shirt or something, you're constantly thinking these things, right?
Yep.
What is your magic number, Raken? And how do you come to your magic number?
Yeah, so pretty much coming to the magic number really has to do with how much your time is worth. And I do have somebody who's helping me out, taking pictures and taking all the measurements, so that definitely brings down on the time, but it also does add a little bit of money into the mix because you have to pay them. But it really depends. I used to be around the 15 area. Now I'm getting more upwards to 25 to 30. But with clothing, it's cheap. It's really cheap to ship. I mean, especially first class. So if I could get something for like $2 and sell it for 20, and I know I just have to hand it over to my employee to take the pictures, all I'm gonna have to do is really just complete the listing and then ship it out. I'll do it. But I like to stay above 30 now, just because I wanna profit at least 10 to 15 per item. That's really what I'm shooting for.
Cool, man. And that's pure profit after all fees, right?
Yeah, well, that's the perfect day. That's what I'm shooting for. Sometimes it doesn't happen. Sometimes you take less.
You have clothing so streamlined to where you can even hit a $10 magic number because you have that process figured out and you do it so often. Like you might have the templates ready for it if it's a fishing shirt. You might have the templates ready for it if it's like a Brooks Brothers long sleeve or whatever. To where it takes you less time than maybe like me or Chris or Yang. I don't know. Is Yang still here?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. My computer, you weren't moving. You were just like.
Dude, my internet is freaking. I don't know what's going on here, man.
Well, Yang, while your internet is messed up and you can still kind of hear us, I guess. What do you ever have a magic number when you do FBA type stuff?
Compared to your guys' number, I'm a little embarrassed to say now, but but I usually go for. I mean, it depends, right? For me, like on eBay, I usually try to go for 10 or more. On FBA, I don't really have a magic number. I mean, but I know, especially in this past month, my return on interest has been over 20.
Yeah, you know your rankings very well. I know we talk all the time behind the scenes. You know rankings on Profit Bandit so well that you can afford to hit 10s, 20s, and 15s if you know that the thing's going to sell the second that shipment hits Amazon, right?
Yeah, no ranking. I'm sure everyone's heard people talk about rankings, but the rankings are very important, they have to know what they're buying that particular item for, because if you're buying it for like, I don't know, just to give you an example, like $5 and someone's selling it for 15, it seems decent enough, but then you have to consider packaging, your time, the shipping cost. Yeah, I mean, I have the whole system down to a science now, where I don't even have to guess anymore.
Yeah, 5 to 15 sounds horrible unless it's like repeatable by like 10 to 20 different.
That's right. The quantities. Right. Once the quantity goes up and you scan one time and you go quantity 30 or quantity 20, it's okay to hit a 5 or 10 or 15 at that point.
No, I mean, just to kind of give you an example, like you guys know from the green room that there's a particular cookie that I buy, and the return on interest on that particular cookie isn't that much, but I've sold so freaking much of it. It's just the profits. The profits added up so fast. It was ridiculous. But yeah, so I mean, and the only time that I would do something like that if I know that the ranking is really good, then I would buy something in like mass quantity because I know that they're going to sell out. That's the only time I would do something like that.
Cool. Hey, Eric. So, any more on your bit, or is that?
So yeah, I mean, you just have to assess it. It can be different for anyone. Like if you're beginner, it might be tempting. Like you're gonna make $5 on something, and you have to list it on eBay. But like honestly, eventually, you're not even gonna want to touch it. You're gonna want to hit maybe one item where you can make $200-300. Maybe put a little bit more work into it. Which actually, my roommate did a really good flip this week, where he put $250 into an item, but he ended up making like $300. So.
Damn.
Within one item, one listing, one shipment. a lot of money was on the table, but it paid out for the exact, well, maybe a little bit more work because it was a kind of bigger item, but it was relatively the same as it would be if I were to like list this on eBay.
Right.
So the listing work would have been kind of the same, but the shipping work is a little up there. But once you're confident with shipping, like, it's all right. It's all good.
Right. Rakin, what's your segment about, man?
All right, so I'm going to talk about a factor that plays into people's businesses. You know, a reason why some people, you know, they fail, or maybe they don't do as well as they could be doing. You know, what I want to talk about is pricing items, and I'm sure all you guys could relate, and everyone that is watching as well. When you first get started, it's kind of difficult to, you know, to price your items. Do you guys remember ever buying your first items and trying to figure out how to price it?
I talk about my first item in my book, man. Have you read the whole book yet, Rakin?
I'm not done with the whole book yet, but I'm getting there.
Okay. Well, actually, it's in the second chapter.
What are you laughing at, Young?
Young,
Have you even started reading the book?
No, I haven't even started yet. I'm sorry.
Oh, why am I even sending you guys my book?
And he's laughing at me because I'm halfway through the book.
I know. Hey, at least I'm being honest here, man. I haven't even. No, I'm sorry.
Look at that.
Man.
Look at
He doesn't watch our YouTube videos. He doesn't read our books.
Oh, look at that. No. What I was gonna say is, who out there in YouTube land knows about my book? Flip that shit. Definitely comment if you know about that book, and if you've read a little bit of it, even. If you've read more than Rakin has, comment, please.
Hey, if you've read more than Young has, all right? A for effort.
God. Young, I'm not sending you any more of my cool freaking books anymore, dude.
No, actually, I did
kidding.
read a portion of it. I read the back cover when I designed it.
Oh, right back in my court. Oops. Okay. Well, we can talk about your pricing. So go ahead, man.
Yeah, so pretty much what I was saying was when you first get started, you know, pricing items, you know, it's difficult, and a lot of people, they don't know how to do it correctly. And one thing to keep in mind when you're pricing your items is to keep in mind the avenue that you're selling your items. So let's say you're selling on eBay or Amazon or Etsy or Craigslist or a flea market or a yard sale, wherever you decide to sell your items, you got to keep in mind that different avenues are going to bring in different prices. You can't price the same. You can't price video games on eBay what you're going to price them on Amazon. Don't expect to price something that you price on eBay for Craigslist. So you really got to get a feel for your avenue, where you're selling it. And a lot of that takes experience, especially with like Amazon, just because you're dealing with sales ranks. You can't really see the history, or like Craigslist. It's kind of hard to get a real solid, concrete, you know, feel for how much things go for. But when it comes to eBay, it's real easy. I mean, it's just a matter of scanning the sold and the completed listings. So definitely know your avenue, do some research, watch videos. Another thing I see people struggling with when it comes to pricing their items is not having an idea of their business model. So you kind of get to get a feel for what you're trying to do. Are you trying to flip items quick for a smaller profit, or are you trying to, or are you willing to wait a little longer to get a bigger piece of the pie? So a lot of people, they're disappointed with their results, but they don't really understand their business model. So you really got to get your business model in line with your actions. And another huge thing I see people struggling with, or something that kind of holds them back from getting that profit they deserve, is they undercut themselves when they score a home run. So, for example, I was looking at the sold listings today, and matter of fact, one of my friends, his name's Ronnie with Hart's Motor Company. He has a YouTube channel. He recently bought a, I believe the brand's called Keaton, K-I-T-O-N. It's 100% cashmere blazer, and he did it the right way. He waited for his price, and he sold it for like $500. Even though it did sell within a day, so maybe he could have got a little more, but the point I'm trying to make is I was actually scanning the sold listings and noticed there were people selling the same thing for $200 to $300. So, back to what I was saying, if you've got a home run in your hand, be willing to wait. Price it high, and the worst thing that is going to happen is you could bring it down. Put a best offer on it. Be willing to test the waters, because once you start at a price, you can't go up. You could always come down. So if you find something really amazing that is going to be hard to find again, be willing to price it high and just see what happens. And, you know, to combat the pricing and stuff, do your research. keep working every day, get that experience under your belt, and before you know it, you're going to be able to price your items in a manner that's going to help you to be more successful.
Yeah, you don't want to shortchange your home runs. The home runs are like your bonus, and then your base hits and your doubles are like your salary.
Yeah.
No, I do that stuff all the time. That reminds me of that bike that I picked up 2 weeks ago. If you follow me on Facebook, you'll see the picture of it. But it was that bike at the pawn shop for $43, and I priced it at $700 in town. And then I brought it to $650, and then $640, then $620, and then some guy was at $640. Some guy had called me or something like that, and he was like, you know, I want to check that bike out. And he was like, well, you take $610. And I was like, well, sure, I'll take $610. But you're right. I mean, when it comes to a super home run, when you know what you have, and I was only into the thing for $43, I could afford to wait a month, honestly, to find the right buyer, you know, to buy that thing. And I was willing to sell that thing at $400, honestly, but you really just test those waters, and you're right.
I remember
it does work that way.
And it was only a BMX bike, so it didn't take up the space of like a full-size 26 or 29er.
Yeah, if I have any really big bikes, I'm just going to bring them to Young's place and just put them in his living room. And if you have anything large like Raken or CP, just send it to Young, and he'll just like keep it in his living room. Young has extra space for
I'll
us.
take care of it. I'll take care of it, man. But yeah.
It's a good segment, Raken. I really like that segment. Young, what's your segment about?
So my particular, and again, guys, just let me know if I'm starting to sound a little choppy. But my segment is where people fail doing retail arbitrage. And hold on a sec, my phone's going off.
By the way, he's gone real quick, and if this thing cuts out, I just want to let you know.
I'm back.
I don't know. I just want to let everyone know real quick. We have like massive thunderstorms coming through Austin right now with potential tornado and hail. So if this thing just wipes out and the hangout's done, that's basically what happened. I think it'll mean Bonafide Hustler's house is like up in the clouds, like getting spun around.
Man.
What'd you say?
Okay, so what?
Oh, I think he's cutting. Young, you're cutting out.
Yeah. So. Uh-oh. Hello. Hey.
Yeah, I can hear you. Go ahead.
Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Oh my gosh. What the hell is going on? No. So yeah. Just you know what? If I start cutting out like that, just interrupt and let me know. But my segment is on where people fail doing retail arbitrage, and I'll keep this short. And guys, and I've done this in the beginning. I learned the hard way. When you guys do retail arbitrage and you guys see something with a great ranking, the purchase price is awesome, and you can get, you know, $30, $40 profit on FBA. Be careful. Like, I've actually done this, like where I've gone out, done retail arbitrage, and I bought like 5 of something. And while it might sound good originally, what happens when you do that is most likely someone else is going to come in and undercut you. And there's an item that I have in my store right now. I swear, actually, Chris, I bought this when I was out in Texas, in San Antonio. I bought these freaking Wii guns. These oh gosh, they're for the Wii console, and they're guns.
I know what you're talking about. It's you put the controller into it and it turns into a little gun.
Yeah, I bought like 20 of them. I bought like 20 of them because they were like, you know, they were priced right, and you know, I saw a great ROI on FBA, and by the time they got into the warehouse, someone else had came in, and this particular guy has 100 of these, selling it for $17. I bought this damn thing for $20 each.
Oh.
Right. Yeah. So the problem with that is, and the argument could be, well, just wait till the guy runs out. But Amazon FBA, when you have any object in their warehouse that's more than the quantity of one, after a year they'll charge you a long-term storage fee, and that adds up. Like I said, I have like about 20, 30 of these in the warehouse.
How much does that fee add up to?
What was that, Chris?
Oh, nothing. Raken was talking.
How much is the fee for a storage fee over the long-term storage fee? How much is that? Is there coverage?
It varies. It varies on the size and stuff, but yeah, I mean, at some point, if this guy doesn't sell out, and I don't think he's gonna sell out anytime soon, because I've been checking on his inventory, I'm gonna have that stuff. So basically, my segment is get into the habit of, even if it has a great ranking, get into the habit of just buying maybe 4, 5, 6 at a time. Don't do what I did, because sometimes a guy can come in and just undercut you big time. Okay.
I made that mistake too
And
recently.
yeah. And just another quick tip for you guys. Amazon does have a lot of restrictions on what you can sell on their channel. So maybe
That was the
do like a
biggest
Google
thing
search
for me.
later after the show. Huh?
That was one of the big things for me is I would buy something. I didn't know like automotive parts. You couldn't list those on Amazon.
Oh yeah. Automotive parts, flammable stuff, stuff that's in a canister like shaving cream. You can't sell those. They're considered hazmats. Yeah. So just do your research. And guys, here's the thing. I'm not an expert. I don't like to call myself an expert. I like to say that I'm well educated. I'm always out there learning and doing research, and I suggest you guys do the same.
Cool. We heard it from Mr. Young, who will probably have YouTube videos very soon because he put his first Green Room video up today,
Woohoo!
which was a
I
good
made it
Green Room
next-
video. But for the people that are in the feed, they might not know what we're talking
I love
about.
the
I
intro.
saw it.
The intro was awesome too.
Yeah, the intro was cool.
You like that, huh?
It's good.
Yep. Okay, so this is the time of the show where we're going to go into the comment feeds, and let's start answering some of your questions real quick. You can go ahead and comment through Google Plus, or you can go ahead and comment through YouTube, and we all four of us are going to actively look at what you're saying here. And while we're waiting for these comments to come through, we also want to pose a question for you guys out there. This is the best part of the show. It's called, what's the coolest thing you found in the past week? And I will start. So, coolest thing I found from the past week was actually found last Saturday while I was garage selling. I found, let's think here. It's actually in this room? No, maybe not. Okay, so I found a Bose Acoustimass 700 system. Who knows what that is? Okay. Yeah, college picker. I figured you would. It's the little cube speakers. They're really good sounding Bose ones that are like, they're super small. They're like this small.
Yeah, there's a bunch. There's a bunch of different models of the jewel cubes.
Yeah. So Acoustimass ones, eBay completeds, with the subwoofer and everything. They start at like 210 and they go all the way up to like 500 if you pair them up with a receiver or something. So found I found the whole entire Acoustimass system plus a Harman Kardon receiver, which is DTS and all that junk, 5.1. It's not the ProLogic stuff, so it's not super old. It's not HDMI, so it's not super current. And 2 other Bose speakers, all in that bundle for $30. That was my best find the entire weekend. $30 with subwoofer and everything, dude. It was awesome. What's your best find, CP?
I found this today actually. It was pretty cool. It's a Pittsburgh Pirates satin starter jacket.
Nice.
Awesome, dude.
Pretty
Beautiful.
rad. Found that today. I was looking for a suit and pants. So I found that. I was looking for it. It was awesome.
That is pretty nice. I like that, man. You need to start snapping some good pictures of that one. You might not find that one again. Rakin, what's up?
Man, I've found some crazy things recently. I found at a Salvation Army, there's probably like 15 or 20 shirts, all brand new with tags, Versace's, a few Brooks Brothers new with tags, Ralph Lauren Polos new with tags. I mean, it was like new with tag jackpot city over there. It was a Salvation Army that had just opened. It was their grand opening. And actually, before I went there, I was hitting yard sales. I found, CP, you'll like this one. I found a Hartford Whalers satin jacket.
Oh, nice.
From like the 80s for $10 at a garage sale, and I was like, wow, that thing's going for like maybe $150.
Sick.
Yeah, I know. The satin jackets are really like.
Did you put that on Facebook or do a haul with it yet? Or?
Yeah, I did like an hour haul. I came home and did like an hour haul on the live Hangout because I had so many things. I was like, everyone's gonna see this stuff. This is crazy.
It's too good.
People won't believe me if I don't show it.
Cool. So go ahead, Mr. Young.
Gosh darn it, you know what? Just like the past week or 2 weeks, all I did was retail arbitrage and found a bunch of frozen merchandise. I guess I did find this one jacket. Hold on. Let me show you guys this jacket.
Show us your old jacket.
So besides the frozen products for Amazon, this is a North Face Summit Series jacket. I don't know if you guys can see this.
That looks like an Apex. I don't know. Anyways, yeah, I know what that is. It's a soft shell. It's considered soft shell.
Okay, but yeah, I paid. Let's see, how much did I pay? I don't even freaking know. Oh my gosh, I paid a little too much. Damn it. I paid $11.99, but then again, I do live in California where everything is expensive.
You're all right.
How much can I get for this, Bonafide?
If it's a Summit Series A5, what does it say on the sleeve?
It just says Summit Series.
It should say A5 or something. The logo next to the Summit Series above it. Or something
No,
like that.
no, but there's that logo.
It has a logo of, okay. And then what does the inside feel like? Does it feel like a little bit of fleece or a tiny bit of fleece or what?
Yeah, fleece.
Okay. Like full fleece or like tiny thin fleece?
Tiny.
It should be
Like
tiny thin fleece. Okay, that's basically a soft shell. Soft shell North Face jackets start at like 100 and up new, so you'll probably end up selling that one for 50 or 60 is my guess.
Oh, it's okay. I'll take that.
Yeah.
That's a good magic number, man.
Yeah, I'll take that.
Yeah. I have one of those, honestly. I have one of those jackets I have the very first soft shell North Face jacket that they ever made. It's called an Apex Series jacket. The very first ones they made, they stamped them with actual, each jacket in each color comes with a different mountain on the bottom. It tells you the specifics of the mountain and everything. So I forgot what mountain mine has, but it's actually a pretty awful jacket compared to like, there are no pit zips. Who knows what a pit zip is here?
I've never.
Do you know what a pit zip is?
Never heard that term.
Okay, so like when you deal with outdoor jackets, you look for certain things. A, stowable hood, very important. It's kind of a cool thing to have, like a hood that comes out of the collar, so in case it starts raining. When you deal with outdoor jackets, you can get soft shells, you can get 3-in-1s, which are like it's like a raincoat plus a windbreaker plus a fleece. Those are the most expensive of all. They're called 3-in-1s. Every company makes a 3-in-1, and every 3-in-1 is going to be like north of like $350, brand new. So when you deal with a fleece like what you basically have a soft shell, which is a little bit of warmth and a little bit of wind breaking potential. That's it. Okay. So it's almost like a 2-in-1, but it's really a 1. It's like a windbreaker, honestly. The closer you get to a 3-in-1 jacket, and the way you can test it out is pour water on it or blow through it, and see if there's fleece inside, and you'll know if it's the third thing. The third thing is usually the hardest, to find the fleece inside.
Okay.
So, but that's basically it's like a 1.
I'll tell you what, man. If I sell this, when we all get together, the first round's on me.
Wait, are we all getting together or something? What's going on? What are you talking about? When we all get together?
When we all get together, the first round is on me.
Oh man, you know what? I think Yang just dropped the first hint about something very important in the near future, but we won't tell you any more than that. But you know what's up. Yang, you are about to like let the cat out of the bag, bro. Raken's all giddy. Raken, do you know what he's talking about?
I have no clue what he's talking about.
No, you know what he's talking about. And CP might know what he's talking about. We don't know yet. Anything good in the comment feeds?
Yeah, I was gonna say, is there any?
I haven't even checked. I'm sorry.
BH Strider bike.
Yeah, I know what a Strider bike is. Strider bike is a push bike. It's basically a kid's bike.
They have no brakes.
No cranks either. No cranks, no brakes. It's a push or classified as a scoot type bike. Strider, Scoot, Hot Walk is a really good one by Specialized. Strider has a very good market share when it comes to those things. So it's a good bike, very light. Here's one from Aaron Kipper. Let me select this and see if maybe it'll come up on your screen or not, guys. But it says, never mind. It says tornadoes close by. We cannot do this. Young, do you use any accounting software from Amazon for Amazon FBA from Aaron Kipper?
Do I use any accounting software? No.
Okay, no. So that's done. We got just a normal comment. Hey guys, just call me Aura or Wheelie5 from Wheelie and Deal and Wheelie5. I know my YouTube name is screwed up. LOL. Glad to catch you guys live. Got my Raisinets and Sundrop ready, ready to watch and learn. Raisinets and Sundrop. This person is from the east somewhere because Sundrop never made it to the central part of the country or the west coast.
I don't even know Sundrop
exactly. I didn't know about Sundrop until I dated my girlfriend who comes from North Carolina. So
it's like a lemon soda something, right?
Wait, what'd you say, CP?
Like some sort of like lemony soda.
Okay, so Raken, do you know what Sundrop is?
I thought it was like an orange juice or something.
It's kind of like a Mountain Dew, guys, honestly. It's kind of like a Mountain Dew. It's pretty damn good. It's very popular in the East, but not as far east as where Rakin is, I guess.
Never heard of it.
I've heard of it. I see it at the gas stations. I just don't drink a lot of soda.
Yeah,
I don't
drink it.
either.
It's probably not good for you. No, I'm just kidding. It's actually really good, but it's not good for you. So what are your thoughts about eBay taking clothing off of free listings? Say that again. That's from Teak5.
Huh?
What are your thoughts about eBay taking clothing off of free listings?
I didn't know they were going to do that.
I didn't know either.
I never heard of it.
You better know about what's up. You better know.
So what is
I swear to God, man. You know what? I live like 2 miles from eBay. I'm about to go just drive down there and just go.
Just go talk to him, man. Just let him know the deal.
Seriously, man. I'm about to go take my water gun and just start blasting people.
Yeah, you do that, man. Make sure it's a super soaker so it does maximum damage. So Teak5, why don't you elaborate more on that? Because I'm pretty sure there's one hustler among us that's really concerned right now. All right, so we answered that. This one's coming from Google+, and Teak5 is saying it's a balance bike, which is he's saying that a Strider is a balance bike. Yes, they're push bikes, balance bikes, scoot bikes, whatever you call them. They're basically bikes for kids that don't know how to ride yet, and they don't want to mess with training wheels, so you basically get a bike. There's no cranks on it or anything. You buy it like that. There's no shock absorbers. It's just 2 wheels, a little frame, and a seat, and some handlebars. That is what a scoot is. That is what a Strider is, and that is what a Specialized Hot Walk is. Those are cool. If you can get them for dirt cheap, the resale on those are about 40 to 60 in a bike-friendly town. Good remark there, Teak5. Let's go into the main comments here on YouTube. Guys, if you want to be shouted out, go ahead and main comments on YouTube. Tell us if you've picked up the awesome Bonafide Hustler book or the Rake and Profit Guide. That would be sweet. We got a question for you guys out there, by the way. Who wants to have a free Rake and Profit Guide next week or a Bonafide Hustler book? Who wants something free for next week? Can't do it this week because we're really not prepared for it, but
I was thinking about giving something out tonight, but I don't know if they really want something free tonight. I was thinking about it. It's not a book, but it was just a thought that ran across my mind. I'm like, you know what? If I was in their shoes, I'd probably want something free.
But Rakin, the real question is, do you even think these YouTube people, do they like free stuff though?
I don't know. I mean, I got something that you can pay $5 for if you don't want it for free.
Man, I mean. If we see in the comment feed that they like free stuff, then maybe we can give them free stuff. But
I've got a few things laying around my room that I can give away right now. They're all over the place.
You know what the best thing to give out, Rakin, that you own? You know what it is.
My love?
No.
Oh gosh.
It's your guide. Your guide. Your guide is like, it can be tons of money for somebody else out there that implements what your guide has, right?
That too.
I mean, it's like literally like you could win thousands of dollars on YouTube tonight, and you wouldn't even know it till later because right? Right. Rakin. Yeah, what'd you say? All right.
Here's the deal. I'm gonna give the person who wins an option. All right. They could either have my guide, or they could have this other thing that I'm gonna show.
Oh no! Oh no!
They're both going to have somewhat of the same value in terms of what you could, like for the book, it's going to cost you $20 if you want it, and as this other item I'm going to show you, you could probably yield if you sell it maybe around $25. So they're both somewhat similar. So this is the deal. All right, I'm giving something away. I can't take this anymore. I need to give something away. All right. So what you're going to have to do if you want to win either my clothing guide or this shirt right here is go over to my Facebook page, Rake and Profit, and I'm not going to show you what the brand is. This is going to be part of the little game.
Guys, take the guide. Take the guide, guys.
You're going to have to go over to my Facebook, Rake and Profit, and I just posted a picture of a question mark. You have to answer. You have to go under the question mark and answer what brand this is. The first person who can guess what brand this is going to get the option to win this shirt or the guide.
You can have a $20 shirt or a thousands of dollars in your pocket down the road guide.
I want the shirt.
You would pick this shirt.
He doesn't read books anyway, so he needs to get the shirt.
I know. Hey, man, I'm all about audiobooks, man. When's your audiobook coming out?
All right, I'll make an audiobook especially for you.
Hey, but you know what? Speaking of giveaways, you know, I'm sorry, Rakin, for taking the thunder, but I'm having a giveaway on my Facebook page, to celebrate my birthday today. I won't say too much, but just go to my Facebook page. I am having a giveaway, so yeah, check that out.
That's right. The way you find it, guys, is Retro Aficionado, and you will see that link down below when this video gets actually a normal video on my channel. So, Rakin, are people guessing yet or not?
People are guessing, and nobody
yet. They're supposed to guess on your Facebook or guess on the YouTube thing?
Yeah, they got to go onto my Facebook over at Rakin Profit.
Man, are you just like making them like go all over the place, man? Look at this.
Well, the reason why I want them to go over there because it's difficult to be able to track it on the Google, you know, to track who's first.
Yeah.
So
this is a really interesting comment. Definitely hits me and Chris. I don't know about Yang and Steve, but Do It Keen says Vibram 5-finger shoes did a huge recall today. I know you can claim up to 2 pairs without receipt. Are you guys going to claim the one you bought before?
Really?
That's interesting. I saw that too. What are you going to do, CP? I think it's got to be for certain models. It's got to be. This recall has to be for certain models, right?
I'm going to look more into the recall. I actually shipped a pair of Trek KSOs to Germany today.
Oh, and really?
I have a couple more boxes of them. Let me see.
Can I take a guess on the shipping?
Yeah, take a guess on the shipping.
I'm going to take a guess on the shipping for those KSOs in a box, right?
Oh yeah, this is what the box looked like, and it went.
The shipping is $16.25.
Pretty close. It's $23.
Well, that's not close at all.
That's pretty close. It's like $6 off. It wouldn't have burnt too much. But yeah, I have a bunch of these brand new, so I'm gonna definitely try to trade 2 pairs in if they got recalled for sure.
Man, no joke.
Yeah, hey, you know, I sent Mad Main a message, and I asked her if she would like to be a guest on the show, because I know she mentioned that she's leaving for Norway for a year, and you know she politely declined. But I think it'll be so cool to have her on the show. Mad Main, I know you're watching. Please reconsider.
Mad Main is absolutely amazing.
Awesome.
She is an awesome reseller.
I mean, right before she leaves for Norway, or I don't know where she's going. But you know, to have her as a guest, I think that'd be cool. So please reconsider. And guys, I just want to give a quick shout out, and I hope he doesn't mind me dropping his name, but you guys know Craig Morris in the green room, right?
Yes.
My gosh, hey, so for the non-green room members, Craig Morris is a member in the green room. He joined the green room about 2 months ago. Started FBA 2 months ago, and he just posted something the other day saying that he sold something like 230 items doing FBA.
Wow.
That's from joining the green room. Great job, man. Hey, I mean, when I first started, I couldn't even touch that number. 230 items in 30 days?
Not dollars. You're talking items, not dollars.
Yeah, but I mean, he didn't disclose how much he made, because that's personal. I mean, as as we discussed amongst ourselves, we never disclose how much we made. That's personal information. But you can, I mean, 230 items. My gosh, Craig, man, hey, good job, man. Good job.
Awesome. Much props. Good.
I did post my 30 days number on my Facebook page today.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, I did.
Everyone's bragging about what they made. I'm just kidding. Steve, anyone win yet?
Just threw it out there.
Let me take a look over there.
Steve, you need to focus, bro. Look at
I wanted to give everybody a chance.
Yeah, but if one person wins, there's no more chances for anybody, right?
All right, we got a winner, and it was actually one of the first people who commented. All right, the winner is Trip Kroom.
Oh, I've heard of that person. Trip Kroom is always in the in these green room hangout things.
This was the actual shirt. It's a Brooks Brothers, and I'll tell you right now, this is really nice. It's gonna sell really quick because it's a size 2 extra large. This is a really big shirt. It's hard to find these polo shirts in this brand, this size. So that you could maybe get even $30 for it. Who knows if you want to wait? So Trip Kroom, that's the name. Either the shirt either the shirt or the book, let me know. Shoot me a message.
Do the shirt.
I think
I got a clarification from Teak5 Rakin. If you don't have an eBay store, you cannot list clothing for free after May 15th. But you have a store, right?
Yeah.
And I think most of us do. But that's good for other beginner hustlers. You know, if you get into watching Hoarding Profits or Rake and Profit and you want to learn about clothing, then that's something to consider, that you might have to be paying 10 cents every time you list something. So.
Sorry, that's me.
Why do you got to play that part?
Oh, man.
Dude,
okay. We're coming up on the hour, and I actually need to go outside and make sure my SUV is not destroyed by hail. So, who wants to start wrapping it up? CP, you can wrap up a little bit. Go ahead.
You have to rap, dude.
Yo. All right. No. If you want to freestyle, go to Steve's earlier videos. It's a really good one that he put up.
Are you serious?
Oh, yeah, it's amazing.
Young, you don't ever watch YouTube, man.
It was
Come on.
probably posted like when he had 100 subscribers. It was super, super, super awesome. It was old
I got
school.
a new one coming out. I got my new album coming out soon, so
No,
keep
thanks
your
for
eye out on
running.
iTunes.
Is it called like Clothing Crunkness?
Featuring a bona fide hustler and the college picker, and Young's the DJ.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, that reminds me. CP, really quickly, let people in YouTube land in on the little secret that you got going on Instagram.
Dude, the thing is like it might not happen. I have an interview on
Well, okay, so it might not happen. There's like a 30-70 chance, right? 70-30 chance, right?
70 of it not happening.
7 if it... What? Okay, but... Okay. What is it?
If I don't get a job within the next four weeks, I'm planning on riding my bike out to Austin to hang out with Chris.
And where do you live? And where do you live, College Picker, so people can know where you're riding from?
In Florida. It's not that big of a deal. People bike tour like
Wait, say it again because you cut out. Say it again. Where are you coming from?
Florida, but it's not that big of a deal. People ride like Alaska to Argentina all the time.
Okay, so
Bloggers out there. It's not that big. It's like
How many miles is it?
1,200 miles. It'd be like a 3-week trip.
Yeah, I do that every once in a while. It's nothing much.
No, I'm
do that
planning
every-
on riding my skateboard out to Austin.
But it's a possibility. It's up there.
I thought it was pretty crazy when you told us that you were gonna drive a vintage Helix Honda scooter to Austin, and I was like, oh, that's cool. Well, I guess I'll see you next year then. You know, if you leave now, I'll see you in 2015, right? But now you're going to take it to a whole nother level. You might actually ride a bike. I might see College Picker coming down my cul-de-sac on a bike, and that'll be like his arrival. That would be kind of odd, but
That would be awesome.
you might need to leave. If you leave now, I'll see you in 2016.
No, dude,
Probably.
honestly, it's 60 miles a day to 100 miles a day, so it would really only take like 3 weeks max.
Okay, so you might want to bring a Halloween costume with you. You can come right. You'll land right around Halloween. Be perfect, man.
Hopefully it would be around the 4th, but it's all depending on other things.
So you heard some preliminary stuff. If CP is coming around the 4th, and Yang says we might be getting together soon, there's a little bit of a hint for you of what's going on. So yeah, CP, you want to help me wrap it up, or who wants to wrap it up? Or I need to wrap up some stuff.
Thanks everybody for watching, taking time out of your Thursday instead of watching some basketball games or some drafts.
Oh, the NFL draft. Okay, I gotta go. Come on, let's wrap this up.
Check out the book.
Representing. Look at that. He's representing. Oh, representing.
Flip that
That's right. So, if you actually do read it, it's a great book, Young.
I'm sure it is, man. Hey, I'm writing a book just called Flip That 101 Guitar Heroes.
Okay.
Oh, that was a low blow.
So, Rakin, before we take off, also, you want to tell people really quickly what your guide is about?
Yeah,
Maybe
sure.
Go ahead.
You know, the title's 101 Killer Clothing Brands. Like it sounds, there's 101 killer clothing brands inside. It goes into depth. If you're looking to sell clothing, it'll tell you the brand, show you the picture. It'll tell you a bunch of stuff to buy, what to avoid, the risk involved based on sell-through rates, They'll even give you one jackpot item per brand to really look out for. Not that it's going to be easy to find, but if you do find that one item, you're pretty much guaranteed to make a lot of money. So, yeah, 101 Killer Clothing Brands. Just look up that title under Google, and it'll come up. But, yeah, I appreciate it. Everybody coming on and spending their time to watch another installment of the Green Room Hangout. And, you know, just a lot of fun. Trick Croom, make sure to message me on Facebook or just get in contact with me and let me know what you want for your prize. But, again, thanks, everybody, and have yourselves a good night.
Hey,
Okay, Yang, you want to say anything?
No, thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for the birthday wishes. Let's see. Yeah, that's about it, man.
Okay, and straight from Austin, Texas, speaking on behalf of all of us here at the Green Room, the admin staff, thanks for watching the Green Room Hangout number 10. Yeah, it's kind of jumbled up, and, you know, I got freaking thunderstorms rolling through, so I got to go check on my property. But thanks for spending an hour here with us, and if we didn't get to your comment, then we'll try to get behind the scenes and help you out through that way, through YouTube comments. And if you do want to take that next step and pick your education, don't forget to check out the Green Room. That link will be active down below when this video becomes an actual video on my channel. Definitely consider it if you want to up your hustler game. As Yang said, we have a newbie in there that just, you know, cranked out. I mean, even if you're making $1 in profit off that amount of numbers, you know what I'm saying? You're making your money back so fast. It's unbelievable.
Well, it's like I said, when he joined the Green Room, he wasn't even doing FBA, and for him to sell 230 items in this past 30 days, like I said, when I first started, I couldn't even touch that number. It's amazing.
Yeah, that's really good. So power of the Green Room certainly out there. CP is always in there, you know, talking about stuff. Reckons always in there helping people with clothing stuff. Young is always in there helping people with FBA. I'm always in there helping people with just all kinds of random bona fide hustler stuff. So, you know, definitely check it out. Really good direct line to all of us as well. So for a whole year, $100, is that worth it to you? Think about it. It certainly is, trust me. So with that being said, we'll talk to you guys soon, and thanks for joining us here. We'll see you on Green Room Hangout number 11 next week. See you later. Bye.
Bye, guys.